What's going on, Tiger fans? So let me start off this video by apologizing to you guys. I know my video is late. They're actually in the eighth inning of Game 2 of the Angel series already. Last night I had to watch my sister's kids, which was the start of the series. So I didn't get a chance to make the series preview and the recap. And then, I had to work today, and then that led into this. So tomorrow I'll do the Angels series wrap-up video right after it's over with, when I get home from work. So the Tigers coming into the Mariners series, they had won the last three series straight. Could have swept almost all three series. They were in a position to do it. And coming in, man, their offense was looking good. The pitching was outstanding. And to start out the series, Doug Fister, he pitched outstanding. I mean, 8 innings, just outstanding baseball. He looked like the Doug Fister of the second half of last year. That great-looking curveball, especially on lefties. Big hook. Changeup was good. Two-seamer was good. That cutter breaking in on lefties too, busting bats. I mean, he looked awesome. Just like how, like I say, the Dougie Fresh all the time, legit as legit comes, number 2s. And Tigers offense, man, they had, I think it was the 8th inning. Austin Jackson especially had this at bat where he was down 0-2. And he came back and drew a walk to drive in a run. And that's kind of a bat we wouldn't see from Jackson about 2 years ago. It just shows his maturation process, how much of a better hitter he's become, especially this year. I think he started the year like 13 games. He got on base until I think it was third game in Oakland when that streak broke, or the first game in Seattle. And he looked awesome, man. Hunter drew a walk, and then Miggy got out of the inning, but the damage was already done. The Tigers were up 6-2, and it was an easy game. The Tigers took it. In Game 2, Max Scherzer and King Felix went pitch for pitch. I believe Scherzer had 12 strikeouts. King Felix had 11. And Scherzer this year, man, I'm telling you, he's going to have a better year this year than he did last year. Because you look at him from a stuff standpoint, pitching-wise. His fastball command has been really good so far this year. His slider and changeup, this command with his secondary stuff in general, is above and beyond better than it was last year. Scherzer racked up a lot of Ks last year, yes, but it was on a lot of garbage that people swung at because his pitches break so good. You would have never saw Scherzer last year throw his changeup that many times down on the count, and his slider down on the count for strikes, like he did against Seattle last year. I'm telling you, from a stuff standpoint, his stuff is way better than it was last year. So he's due for a breakout year. And he matched one of the best pitchers in baseball pitch for pitch. And it sucks that one of those two guys had to lose the game because both Felix and Scherzer pitched outstanding. But it came down to the 14th. Benoit came out. And I just do not trust Benoit as our 9th inning guy right now. Because Benoit, his changeup command has not been that great. Last year, his fastball velocity was down a little bit. And he was not that accurate with it. Hence the reason why he had so many gopher balls, home runs. This year, his changeup command has not been good. I have not really been seeing him throw that first pitch, his changeup that much for strikes. His fastball velocity is back up to like the mid-90s, and it's not as bad. I just don't trust him. He chokes to the 9th. I like Benoit as the 8th inning guy. He's gotten the job done there in the past. Every time he goes to that 9th, he had like 3 blown saves last year. A lot of people don't know that. And I just don't trust him. Like him and Dotel both. Those guys just choke under pressure in the 9th. But get Smoke on. 2 outs. I'm not sure when Smoke got on base, but I know there was 2 outs. I forget, someone hit a double into the corner. Hunter chucked the ball in. Miggy threw Smoke out at first, or at home. And Tigers won that game. And, if it wasn't for Justice Smoke being as slow as I am, that would have been a blown save for Benoit, and who knows how long that would have gone. And I think that game and this following game, Justin Verlander went up against Ukamura. I think both these games stumbled the bats a bit because one, they went 14 innings, and then 2, they got a lot of strikeouts, and Nakamura struck out quite a few. But Verlander this game, his curveball wasn't great, but his slider, changeup, and fastball were working. Now, I've said this a few times, that Verlander this year, his numbers, he's pitched well to the number standpoint, but he hasn't been super dominating. He's got a lot of he's been getting guys out different ways, not by the strikeout. But this game, his changeup was good. His fastball velocity was, he's hitting 97, 98. His slider was really, really good. And he racked up 12 strikeouts. And it sucks to see him have to lose this game, considering he only gave up 2 runs over 7 innings. I mean, both those runs were his fault. But, these were the kind of games like 2011 when he went 24-5 that he would have never lost. The offense would have scored him a couple runs. But I think just playing 14 innings the day before, just really stifled the bats a bit. And it screwed Verlander out of a win he should have had because he pitched great. I mean, he pitched freaking outstanding. His best start of the year. I don't care if he even gave up 2 runs. It's been his best start of the year so far. So I'm not gonna touch on the Angel series, even though let me tell you something, give you a preview. It's not been pretty. That has been for sure. Yesterday I only got to listen to a couple innings on my phone because my sister's TV was out, thanks to Wild Cable. It sucks ass. And like I said, I'm currently watching the game right now. It's 9-0 in the bottom of the eighth, so you can probably tell who's gonna win that game already. And after, like I said, tomorrow, I'll make my video as soon as the Angels game's over when I get home from work. And I'll have a full recap of that series and the preview of the Royals. Now, one quick thing. I don't know if you guys ever heard of the Real Sports Talk before. Tim Kelly does it. Justin Gotze does it. They're on YouTube. I've been doing a weekly podcast with him called The Cycle, and he's a pretty big channel. He's got like 1,100 subscribers. I'm gonna leave the link in the description to their channel. So if you want to hear us talk about baseball every Friday, the show's called The Cycle. I'm on it now. Link will be in the description. You can listen to it. And it's a good podcast, great baseball talk, very knowledgeable guys. And, the show's about a half hour long. So if you like my opinions, you like talk, you hear me talk about baseball, that's the place to do it. So that's all I got for you guys today. Like I said, Angel Series video coming tomorrow. Sorry again for the lateness of this video.